Hey guys, it's Randy Ritchie on behalf of Premier Pro Wrestling. This is Caribbean Wrestlers You Should Know, or Caribbean Wrestlers You Should Know. And I don't know why I didn't think about this before. Probably because I'm trying to block it out. But anyway, the Dominican Republic is Caribbean. You know, it's a Caribbean island. And today we're going to talk about a guy that actually defeated Ric Flair, but it was not recognized by the NWA then, which had all the juice. His work name was Jack Veneno. He was born Rafael Antonio Sanchez, and a Dominican professional wrestler and politician. He became interested in wrestling as a teen watching a Mexican luchador, El Santo, which is pretty cool. If you guys have ever seen El Santo, I mean, that guy had star power. Very, very, very over. He worked for many years on Color Vision Channel 9 during the 70s and 80s and 90s on a wrestling show called Lucha Libre Internacional. I always wondered, when you hear about these wrestling programs, where that footage is. It would be interesting to see, what that contained. Did they bring in Americans? Did they bring in stars from other countries or just the Dominican Republic? He was the main star of the show as well as the owner of the production company, Dominicana de Espectáculos. So that would make sense that he he was the boss, you know what I'm saying? Now here's where it gets weird, and I read about this the first time in Ric Flair's WWE book. On September 7th, 1982, Veneno challenged Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in Santo Domingo. The match ended when Veneno applied his signature sleeper hold to Flair, with the bell ringing to signify the expiration of the match's time limit as Flair's arm dropped for the third time. The fans celebrated Veneno winning the NWA Heavyweight Championship. The title change was not recognized by the NWA. Now here's where it gets wild, man. Flair reportedly instructed Veneno to defeat him due to fears of the audience in the oversold stadium turning violent if Veneno did the job. In the Dominican Republic, Veneno was reported to have surrendered the title back to Flair due to not be willing to leave the island to defend it. He retired himself in 2000. See what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the only video footage I found to that match link in the description, along with ways that you can help support Premier Pro Wrestling and follow us, all that stuff. But it's a weird thing, man. Like, even in the video that you'll see, they had to doctor the finish. Like, whoever did this had to make it look like Veneno beat Flair in the middle of the ring with something. He couldn't just even accept that. There's nothing down here on who trained the guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he kind of trained himself, and I heard that stuff, I always thought when I was in Puerto Rico, because what Puerto Ricans do when they go on vacation is they go to Dominican Republic, because it was like $40 for a round-trip ticket, and money goes a long way there. You know what I mean? But I always wondered why we didn't try to run there since it was so close. But Miguel and Savio had absolutely no desire to do so because of the politics. You know what I'm saying? So it must be really carrying things tight to the vest over there, when it comes down to it. And I don't see Veneno ever leaving the island. I mean, I guess if you're happy, that would be every man's dream. Here is something. And I don't know anything about it, and I can't find any footage on it, but I guess at one point, only one time, he went to the island and wrestled for Carlos Colon. That could have been because of the fact that there's so many Dominicans in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Now, there's a whole list of stuff, and in addition to the video that I'm going to put in the link, and you'll see that doctored video, I'm going to also put his... Wikipedia link, in the description as well, and you can see what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and close this on Jack Veneno now, and it'll probably make a lot of sense to everybody, you know what I'm saying? The first thing is, before I do that, he died of pancreatic cancer on April 6, 2021, and that's horrible, horrible, and it must have went quick, and it was very painful. And also, this is the other thing, he was so over in Dominican Republic, they did a movie trilogy about him that was released in 2018, and then you could see it in the description when you look at the Wikipedia. They made like a Rocky statue in his honor, and they did that while he was still alive. But anyway, at the end of the day, I don't think I like this, and this is probably why I didn't want to think about it, because I don't like corruption. But his political career. Although retired from wrestling, Veneno ran for mayor of Santo Domingo Norte, one of the Santo Domingo province and municipalities, on the 2006 congressional municipal elections with the Institutional Social Democrat Bloc Party. He was appointed by the Dominican Republic president as vice minister of sports. So you see where this is going with it, but it is in fact history, and Veneno was, is or was a Caribbean wrestler you should know. And, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, because it's kind of interesting in a way, and, on the other hand, also, I do trust Flair, and I think that shows a lot of emotional maturity. He said, man, just beat me for this thing so we can all get out of here alive. Okay, guys, Caribbean wrestlers you should know, sponsored by Premier Pro Wrestling. Please take note, there are no YouTube commercials on here, so be cool, like, and subscribe.